suppose I completed my MBA close on 3 years ago now. Why I wanted to do an MBA, I suppose, was to equip myself with a further set of tools that I could use in my day-to-day duties as a superintendent in An Garda Síochána, now an inspector in An Garda Síochána at the time. I suppose I had gone back into an academic journey in 2015, and I did a BSc in Police Leadership and Governance, and I suppose it kind of awakened in me a drive or a desire to increase my knowledge base. The itch to continue that academic progression came back unexpectedly almost, and I saw the UL MBA being offered internally within our organisation. I said, that's for me. An Garda Síochána sponsors and part sponsors a number of programmes in various third level institutions across the country. As I said, I've been very fortunate. They fully sponsored the BSc for me, and when they advertised the UL MBA, there was a partial sponsorship going with that as well. Because I think they understand that if we want people to move from a space of being a police officer into the space of being a police manager, they need to have those additional skill sets. From An Garda Síochána's perspective, that was my day's duty, that was my day's work. You were facilitated with academic leave when you're undergoing a third level course like this, which again is very helpful when you're approaching deadlines in terms of getting assignments in or if you have exams. I had some experience from the degree in terms of what I could expect. So perhaps went into the degree a little bit more with my eyes closed in terms of thinking I can manage this with very little impact. Anyone doing an MBA, you have to expect an impact. But when I considered it, it really was about the impact versus the reward. And for me, what I would say is that yes, there was an impact. Yes, it crept into my weekends, and as the course progresses, the time it creeps into over the weekends becomes longer. But it's enjoyable while you're doing it. You get value while you're doing it, and at the end, the reward is tremendous. I would say that the MBA helps me to think differently. So now I have additional tools in my toolkit in terms of how I deal with issues on a day-to-day basis, be they policing issues or human resource related issues. There was flexibility where I just could not get that data analytics, and the lecturer came on one-on-one to me on Teams to try and assist me with the assignments and stuff like that. So there's good access to the lecturers. In terms of career progression, certainly the MBA assisted in terms of having the qualification, certainly, but also in terms of how I would have approached an interview, how I would have come across in that interview, how would have my confidence levels, I suppose, in that interview situation. Go in with your eyes open. Recognise from the outset it's going to be busy, it's going to be a little bit hectic at times, but also bear in mind that the University of Limerick understand that we all have busy working schedules. They all understand that we have enough going on in our lives. It was a very good decision, and one I'm very glad I made.